What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to Bald and Balding's commentary. Terrence Ivory, Davidson Steele. We're here at the 2019 Philadelphia Disc Golf Open, played in East Fairmont Woods. Davidson, what you got for us?
I just want to thank End of a Champion Disc for sponsoring this video coverage and Gatekeeper Media for giving us the opportunity to try our hand at a little commentary. First time for both of us, I believe, and we're having a good time so far.
Yeah, looks like we got a tight course ahead. We got a good card. We got Steve Brenster, Devin Frederick, Kevin Gleason, Chris Villa, and Jason Kofer.
Hope we're saying your name right, Jason. We're not real sure on that one. But let's check out some disc golf, guys.
We got hole 11, 262 feet, very tight off the tee. Most players are going to be looking for a dead straight shot. Let's see what Frederick got for us. It looks like he caught the first available. Hopefully he's able to get up and down from there.
Steve Brenster probably piping a rock right up the gut.
This looks pretty good to me, Davidson.
Oh, that's a great shot, using that hill to stop the disc. And in these weird times with the coronavirus, I'm going to go ahead and say he can just pick that one up.
Oh, Gleason, not to be outdone, look like he's going straight up the middle as well. And
we'll let him pick that one up too, I think.
I think he's going to be 6 foot on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
They're both practicing social distance there.
Good for those fellas.
Jason Kofer.
Oh, the invisible limb, or sort of visible limb.
This looks a little early to me.
Yeah, that smooth jazz he's listening to is a little too smooth.
He
I like that tree, man.
Should be able to get up and down for par from there.
Yeah. All right, Frederick, come on.
Oh, he catches it early one. Looks like he's kicked off the no man's land.
Yeah, it looks a little rough over there. That's a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, I think Frederick's still out. Nice forehand approach, and looks like he caught another early tree.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get up and down for his bogey.
Kofer with his approach.
That's another Corona tap in.
These days, you gotta like the Corona tap ins.
You really do. I know you've seen me miss some putts from inside of 10 feet before, and I'm...
No, Villa catches the number plate for his birdie. Brenster for birdie. Ooh,
he tried to miss that one, didn't he?
Good catch by the basket.
That's right.
Birdie nonetheless.
That's right. I wonder if he has a hard time on those sort of side hill or downhill stances with that kind of granny pitch putt that he has.
Not as long as he got one chain on the backside.
That's right. Clearly.
Got a couple tap ins here. I'm gonna get on the hole 12 in just a second. Now one more cleanup for you.
That is such a cool system they have, keeping that tree in place. Adding a lot of character to the course.
It'll be my luck I get smashed.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, look at here. We got Jason Kofer, the only person to take a double bogey. That's probably pretty good through these tight woods of Philadelphia.
Yeah, that looks like a very tight course, and here we are with a little hole preview for number 12.
460 feet, par 4.
That's short for a par 4, but it looks legit with just how tight that is.
I mean, most par 4s, if you take a perfect shot, you can get there and get it into. I don't know if that one exists on this hole. Brenster, he's looking to howser out a little early to be hitting the gap. We'll see where he landed. That's definitely inside from Gleason.
Oh, yeah.
Kofer? Oh, no.
He's having some yips off the tee, it looks like.
And this card's not really showing how hole 12's played.
Now that looks nice. Maybe get a friendly skip.
He's going to be right on the edge. He may be able to get up and down for birdie from there.
That wasn't friendly, but it wasn't an enemy either. Frederick, if that has the speed, get around the corner, playing from the shorts.
Well, you think maybe these guys are social distancing from the fairway?
It seems like they are right now, Terrence. Oh.
Skip shot catches the early tree. He's going to be still in the fairway. Got a forehand Annie approach here. Hope that don't cut. And it cut road.
Yeah, a little too much angle on that guy right there. Maybe a redirect off that rock.
Frederick with his upshot.
Oh.
Now another early tree for him.
And that had some stank on it. Lucky to not kick further into that rough.
Little hyzer flip turnover with a putter. This looks money.
Missing everything.
That's great. That's going to be another Corona tap in there.
Excellent shot there.
Chris Villan with patent pending.
Didn't really commit. That's a tough shot. It's so easy to yank those shots.
See if Brinster can correct on it.
Gets it up a little higher.
And he's probably in the worst position.
You know what? I wonder.
And Frederick's doing the same shot, and he catches a limb.
Yeah, I think that must have happened to at least two, if not all three of those guys, because they know what they're doing, and that just got smacked down into a bad part of town.
And that was a tomahawk that just looked like it didn't even come out of his hand. Like,
I barely saw the disc.
it's like a good upshot.
Oh, especially from that stance. That was really nice. That should be a easy putt.
Now look at the spot he's in. Forehand turnover.
Oh.
It's going to leave himself a tester. Looks like maybe 45 maybe.
You know, it's so hard to tell on camera. I hear other commentators calling out distances, and I'm like, that is not 50 feet. And then, you know, but what do I know?
No, that needs to slow. Oh, that's a good checkout from the ground.
That's good. You know, that ground looks pretty hard packed, but not too quick playing.
Oh.
Steve, you got to make those.
Weak side from Brinster. That's a good putt.
Yes, it was.
Got Frederick putting for bogey.
Bunch of tap ins from the rest of the card. Should be no big deal. Well, you can tell this course has clearly been in the ground for a while. Not only is that an old school basket that's probably seen some better days, but still catching just fine. But that ground is beat in. You know there was grass there when they put that course in.
No doubt. You know, sometimes these baskets don't like to catch. We've already seen some good putts catch, and we've seen some that, you know, we expect not to catch on them.
Right.
He's going to take his time on this one, make sure he get it in the basket. And he's in.
Now, I'm still knowing what outfit goes with what name, but shout out to that guy for staying comfy in the sweatpants out on the course today.
It's rated 997. 37 wins, 232 events. Spotlight on Kevin Gleason.
That's 37 more wins and 200 or so more tournaments than I've been involved with. So
hole 13, 280 feet, par 3. Another tight gap where the tee shot is absolutely critical.
Let's see what he's got for us here.
Jason on the box going for, looks like a hyzer flip.
Oh.
Just a little low on him.
Looks like the remnants of a tree stump got him there. Sneaky. Oh, and a bad tree at the end.
Bad
but he's
tree.
putting.
Looks like most guys are taking the direct route. Let's see what Steve got for us. And he too seems to be almost going directly at it. Slight hyzer at the end.
A little high.
And park.
Beautiful. I'm guessing that's got to be a rock. That was thrown so well. Nice shot, Steve.
Gleason.
With the quick, almost ultimate style throw.
I mean, he doesn't have the most beautiful form, but it definitely works for him.
Hey, you know what? There's, like they say, no pictures on the scorecard. If it works, it works.
Frederick. That looks to be a little inside. It is, and he gets to the edge.
That's a big old tester, though.
He'll have a putt. Kofor with the upshot, catches a late tree.
Just squared it up, too. I bet he was aiming at it. That happens so often.
Ooh, good run from Frederick.
Nearly rings it up. He should have a tap in for bogey, I believe.
Jason Kofor for par, and he's in.
Drains it.
Saves the par.
Great putt.
Those kind of putts are what makes the round.
Absolutely.
Chris Philly just never gave it a chance. They always say you can't make a putt if you never give it a chance.
And just like that last putt will be remembered, so will that missed putt we just saw. Like, oh, if I had just got to get him up, guys.
Couple tap ins left. Steve's gonna tap in his birdie from that beautiful tee shot.
Yeah, you reckon he's played this hole before.
Looks like he at least made it look that way.
Pretty sure he's from up in this area, you know, the northeast part of the country. I know he had a lot to do with the courses out at Smuggler's Notch in Vermont.
Ooh.
Great courses that we've been seeing on tour the last couple of years. And, you know, he's not scared of the woods. And, well, he showed us how not scared he was just then on that hole, because that was perfect.
And Chris Villa with the turbo putt to tap out. We got hole 14, 360-foot par 4. That's definitely on the shorter side of par 4s, but this gap is absolutely crucial. Most of your top players can probably hit that gap, but you're just looking to get through that gap and pitch up and take you 3.
I know that would absolutely be my play, and that missed just about everything except for that late bush.
Inches away from being perfect.
I mean, a great shot either way. And that's looking pretty nice as well. Missed
nice
that tree.
turn.
A little low.
Little low. But he's still in the fairway.
Yeah.
He's still got a pretty good up and down to get his 3.
That's right.
Got Jason Kofer. That looks a little low. Turning a little bit early.
Yeah.
And he's going to have some work to do.
Oh,
Chris, that's neat to turn. Hold it. Maybe if he punches through, he can get up.
That's Scramble Town there.
I mean, these guys ain't on this card for no reason, so.
That's true.
This looks like a good line.
Oh, yeah.
Cruising. He just cruised past all the other drives.
That's a wonderful shot right there. There's power in that beard, folks.
And after that upshot, he's left himself a little work. Maybe he still can get up and down for par. It is a par 4.
Oh, I had forgotten about that. Yeah, but either way, as George Clooney would say, he's in a tight spot.
Got Gleason with his upshot.
Oh, get there.
It's looking good. Needs to get down.
Don't
Stop.
roll badly. Good tree.
That's going to be a good def
stop.
putt.
Yeah.
Kofer throws his ups, trying to get up and down for his birdie. And he almost throws it in.
Nearly throws it in. I hope he didn't go too long there.
Steve, looking at his approach, just grips onto it.
Yeah.
Catches the tree to his right.
Trying to be too careful there, maybe.
That's a good upshot.
Yes, it is. Good backstop there, it looks like, too.
Steve for birdie. And he's just going to lay that up, not even interested. And sometimes laying up can save you strokes, whether you wanted that birdie or not.
Absolutely. You know, Steve's been around for quite some time, and he's no dummy. He knows that is not worth running.
Once again, Chris just didn't give it a chance to go. And
wherever that came from looks like the Shire or something out of Middle Earth. That was, oh, we get to see the same shot again. Good stop.
got Gleason here. He's going to be putting for birdie. Tough downhill putt here. And he rickeys it in.
That's
nose
right.
down, straight into the heart.
Rough. That was, he bars beat that one in.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, I give him bars. Oh, top plate. That's a good sit.
Great
You've
sit.
seen so many times you hit that plate and just roll.
Oh, yeah. Number plate.
No. That was an amateur mistake.
That was rough. He just didn't take his time on that one. And they give you 30 seconds for a reason. Use all of them if you ever feel like you need to.
I mean, from 10 feet, you feel like it's a gimme, but even those, you need to take your time, especially tournament time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We both missed 10-footers earlier today playing PP360, man. So, yeah.
I think your basket's a little worse than those on this camera, though.
My basket's a little janky for sure, because all the ones we missed from 10 feet absolutely were makes that cut out the backside.
Social distance.
That's right.
Spotlight on Jason Kofer, 976 rated, 83 career events, 2 wins. And he's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Local boy.
Hole 15, 310 feet, par 3, 94 meters.
The Memorial Gardens.
Gleason
Man,
throws
there's
his
a
tee shot.
lot of tee pads out there.
I don't, man. Got Steve up. He throws. I can hold.
I wonder if this is maybe like a safari layout that we're watching right now.
It's definitely in the safari.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, look at all those trees. I feel like a lion or a tiger or a
Speaking
bear
of trees,
or
he
something.
catches one.
Boom.
Got Jason. See if he can show us what 976 looks like. That needs to turn.
Turn.
That's a friendly kick. Chris Villa here. Maybe he can put the. Oh, that needs to sit.
That was an unfortunate kick and looked like a bit of a shank out of his hand.
Look at this spot.
The Passat.
Yeah.
Commentary sponsored by VW. That was a great upshot, though. He'll be tapping in to save this par from a really tight spot on the fairway.
Get in.
Ooh.
That was a pretty good shot.
Give it
Hopefully
this
he can give that one a chance and get in for par.
Yeah.
That needs to sit. That's a good shot.
It was.
That's another Corona tap in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you're in the wood chips, just go ahead and pick it up, guys. And those wood chips are nice. Not only do they help.
Ooh, good
Whoa.
putt from way downtown. Kobe.
That was a great putt. Oh,
Gatekeeper Rewind. Look at his face. He knew it was in the whole time. Look at him. Got to lean it in. Body English.
He had a basket height that space above the basket almost the entire way throughout that putt. That was.
And at the end, it just drops into the heart.
Drops. That was a great putt. Great putt.
Little basket tap showing his appreciation. Steve for birdie. Another miss on the M side from Steve. That's kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah, it's rough to see. Sometimes you get the yips. You're not always going to connect from the basket, no matter who you are. But Steve's a pro.
Well, I think it's
you don't get your name on a commemorative USDGC disc for nothing. And speaking of Barsby, there he is. Look at him, just throwing frisbees like a son of a gun.
It has a really
Great
similar
shot.
feel.
No, we got to spit out.
The original Destroyers.
Oh, that's brutal. At least they put it in the smaller screens that
not
are
as
more
overstable.
focused on
Barsby instead of the spit out, but
on the commercial over here.
We're doing commentary, so I saw it.
You saw it.
Made me feel better about my own game.
That's right.
Because I practice social distance no matter how far I'm out.
Vital right off the bat.
All right. Moving on to number 16, 254 foot par 3. But in the theme of this course, you're hitting some gaps and staying away from some trees. Mr. Gleason, after that wonderful putt.
This looks good, Davison.
Oh yeah.
That's parked.
My Corona.
Pull him to the driveway and put your car in park.
That's
Because
right.
that's what he did with it. Oh, I'm gonna put my car even closer to the house
Not to be
then.
outdone. He broke out his valet jacket, man, because that is right where it needs to be.
Park my car for me, please.
All right, no pressure to the rest of the guys on the card. Oh,
Hey, he didn't get in the garage, but he definitely pulled into the driveway.
for sure. And I'm guessing.
Let's see if Brent's just trying to run into the house.
Come on.
Ooh, that was close.
I think this must be an island hole. Looking at all that flagging.
It got to be. Well, these guys ain't got no problem getting on the island. This too looks good.
Yes, it does. And this is, it's not the longest or the shortest hole we've seen, rather, but it's probably the most wide open shot we've seen.
Oh, most definitely. Frederick's in for birdie.
Great. And if he's the furthest out,
I would have to think we're looking at a star frame here.
fingers and other crossable appendages crossed. Let's see what they can do for us.
Villa's in for birdie. Got Steve up. Have you noticed Steve likes to go with that straddle even if nothing's in his way?
Nothing in his way, and he's bending so low and reaching so far back, it almost seems like the putter is behind his back in between his legs at his full reach back before he pops it up. And
he makes it work.
I don't know anybody else with that type of
maybe
putting style.
maybe Kevin Jones now.
I don't think
hate-
he's going that far back, man.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna be the closest.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, it's definitely a unique putting style. But like you said, whatever puts the putter in the basket that you can make work. I always used to think that Ron Russell had the most ridiculous putting style in the world. Basically back to the basket until he released the
Got
putter.
hole
but
17, 480 feet, par 4, 146 meters. Again, you got a tight gap. You got this landing zone that you want to pitch up and hopefully get your 3.
And another nearly dead tree being preserved for the sake of really cool looking holes in disc golf. Love to see that. A course with some character to it. And that's a good shot. Little unfortunate roll maybe, but he's, he should be okay.
Got Jason, that's first tree though. He's gonna have a lot of work to do to get his par.
That's rough.
Got Frederick.
Missing that tree. Can he miss all the? Oh no, he sure
He got a
can.
bad kick to the. Oh, that's a little open, and he's safe.
He's safe.
I have to guess at those stakes marks and not a bounds
I
line.
think that's safe. I think Brinster's in danger of missing that clearly marked Mando. Yeah, that's OB.
And he misses it.
That's rough.
We got Chris up next. And this looks overturned.
A little turned over. Hopefully he stays safe.
And I don't see an out of bounds marker.
I don't.
He must have been safe.
Yeah, maybe we're incorrect about calling that out of bounds. That basket is practicing some distancing there. I guess
Steve from the drop zone.
Yep.
This looks pretty good. That's pretty good.
Definitely. To recover from that bad of a tee shot and have to go from the drop zone.
I mean,
he may save his par. If
He
can-
has a circle 2 putt for par.
Yeah, he's got the potential.
And Kofor in scramble mode. Looks like he's still going to have some work to do. He's still rolling down the hill. That may have been a friendly roll to get him a couple more feet.
Yeah, maybe give him some better footing too on that flat ground.
Chris going with a turnover to try to get towards the basket. He catches a late tree.
Bad redirect and a little bit of ground action as well at the end there.
Frederick's in pretty much the same ideal spot. And let's see.
Will it keep turning?
And he's looked like he's got himself in circle 2 to get him a putt.
Got him another good one. All right, Gleason. Show us how it's done, sir. Took a while to get up to this man's lie, and oh, wow.
And he almost puts it in.
Little long, but he's putting well today. It seems like he should have no trouble securing that birdie.
He also got OB wrapping around the basket there. Makes this upshot a little more, make you think about it.
Definitely.
We got Chris with his upshot. And he's got to put this close.
Oh.
And close he did. He almost put it in.
Yeah, that's right.
We got Jason up. He's putting for bogey. And he had the right height, just not the right line. And that's a good checkup before the OB back there.
Definitely. And I feel like
Steve with that straddle. Just
arguably his best looking putt of the round, even though it didn't
just
go in.
not enough on it.
Yeah.
Frederick's up.
And a little too much on that one, but sat down, so that's good.
Got a couple tap ins left. And this wasn't I'll say friendly hole to him either.
No, definitely not. I mean, like we were talking about with the previous par 4, a little short, but definitely a legit 2-shot hole.
It's tough. You definitely would be happy about taking a par and getting out away from this hole.
Right, absolutely.
And we got Gleason here for birdie, and he's in. He's
Drains it. That was a good putt.
That's a good birdie.
Like a little bit of a sketchy lie, sketchy ground by the basket as well. You airball that, you catch a little cage, and you're probably rolling for a long ways.
Yes, sir. And Chris is in for par.
All right, moving right along to the 18th. Another short par 3. I'm guessing, though, they're going to have to hit a really tight gap off.
Yeah, that seems to be the story with this course.
Man.
Got Gleason
I love
on the
courses
box.
like this. Oh. And that,
He's trying to slide it up to the pin and catches the one log in it. They should have cleaned that up.
well, you know, I was looking at that log.
And this looks a little perfect.
Yeah,
How about that?
wonderful shot. And I've been noticing throughout this coverage that the course looks great. You can tell that whatever local club or parks department or a combination of the two knew that they were having a serious tournament out here, knew that they were going to be on film, and this course looks great. And I gotta think
Early release from Steve.
that's a bummer. He's just not having a good round out here today, but hopefully he can scramble and get up and down for his par. But based off of how good the rest of the course is looking and how the smart play here does seem to be land short
Look,
and
pole
slide,
tap.
I think they left that log there on purpose.
And that would definitely force people to get it over that over that log to slide it up to the basket.
Yes.
That's a great up shot from Steve.
Great.
Got Gleason up for birdie. And he's in. He's
That's right.
starting to get on a little roll here.
It was nice to see from Steve. I think he knows he's maybe a little off with the putter today and just making sure to put it close so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Well, unfortunately, Steve is going to lose a stroke to an entire card on this hole because everybody else just absolutely parked the hole.
Well, sometimes it bees like that, and we still love you, Mr. Brinster.
Well,
Keep
we know
doing-
we know he's also the king of bouncing back, so
Oh yeah.
look forward to the next hole.
He'll be just fine. Moving on, we got 19th.
Hole 19, 289 feet, par 3, 88 meters. Again, tight gap and another wood structure that they've constructed for this course.
I'm really liking that. You know, shout out again to the local club or parks department, whoever takes care of this course. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Got Gleason catching the early tree. Frederick looks to be doing the exact same. Nope. He's up. He's going to have a circle 2 putt maybe. Got Chris up. He throws the same turnover line.
Oh, but keeps it clean the whole way. He's going to like that. Yeah, he's going to like that.
That's a good shot. Got Kofor here. This must be the shot for the hole. All these guys are going for the exact same shot.
Yeah.
Kofor looked like he's caught a little late stuff. Still going to be able to get up and down for par on this hole.
Right. Here we go with Brinster.
Steve, see if we can check that bounce back factor we was just talking about.
Oh, and he's bouncing, but not back in the direction he wants to be. That's maybe possibly another hole's fairway. You know, I got to assume that most, if not all of these guys are local or semi-local, have definitely played the course before. And that can be an advantage, but maybe sometimes when you're...
Ooh, get in.
Ooh, great run there. But it can kind of get in your head a little bit sometimes too. Like,
Well, then you start thinking about shots that you've thrown in this hole before instead of thinking
Sure.
about the shot you need to throw
putting
now.
that extra pressure on yourself, like, oh, I'm the local guy, I should tear it up.
I think me of all people should know about that.
Yes, you should. Oh, and speaking of things you should know about, brutal spit outs from long range.
Chris up and had the height, just a little left. I mean, when you putt with a hyzer like that, you can't miss left.
Yeah, because if you miss left, you're going to miss a long way. It's going to keep carrying because it just wants to move that way. And on just a slight elevation on the basket, and Steve's got a weird stance, it looks like. I mean, he's always got a weird stance technically, but they're extra weird.
He's in for par.
In for
Chris is
par.
in for par.
And another good save after a bad kick off the tee. And his scramble game's definitely working for him pretty good.
Well,
today.
that's kind of what it takes to be a top level pro. You have to be able to scramble even after bad tee shots.
That's right.
And I think that's mostly what separates pros from AMs like myself. It's
Yes.
just scramble golf.
Yeah.
Here we are, hole 20, 320 foot, par 3, 98 meters. I have to retract our statement from earlier. I think this is the most open hole we've seen.
Yes, this is definitely...
I'd have to label this one as a must get.
Yeah. And,
Oh.
must not get out of bounds. And that can get in your head, when you've been playing in the woods. And
Then you get to open, and it's like, oh, what do I do now?
And you can tell that the TD or, local
That needs to
club,
sit and out of bounds as well.
that is rough.
Maybe Chris can keep this one inbound, seeing his card mates go OB.
I tell you, the wind out there is clearly ripping because, like, you can see the flags moving. It looks like all of these shots are getting affected by it. And again, oh, look at that flag.
Well,
Come on,
you would
Steve.
have to think that all these pros aren't making the exact same mistake. I
You
mean,
would like to think that, but
and Steve as well goes OB.
3 out of 4. That's
I mean, we play in the woods and these guys throwing great shots, and then we get in the open and it's like newborn babies trying to walk.
that's. But I like it. The two guys that allowed themselves to get turned over managed to stay in bounds. They could have cut rolled, but they didn't. And that's a tester on that elevated basket in this wind.
Got Kofor throwing his up shot.
And that's a great upshot. Another great up. Nobody wants anything to do with putting on this basket.
Got Frederick, his long attempt at a par. And front cage. Front cage. Gonna have a tap in for bogey. Got Steve with that straddle stance. Puts the putter behind him and leaves it a little low. Got Gleason here. He's... Ooh, good catch by the basket
Kevin
again.
Gleason tearing it up.
6 down for the round.
Yeah. That's a lot of green on the scorecard. That's how you want it to look right there.
That's a pretty hot back 9 there.
Yeah.
Steve, another air ball from Steve. Well, another weak side miss. No, again? Okay, something's mentally is wrong right now with Steve. He's got to put this in. Oh my God.
I got a little bit of a spoiler alert for the listening audience. I looked up the results for this tournament before we did this commentary, and knowing that Steve was on the card and looking at his first round, which his score off the top of my head I can't remember, but he absolutely had the highest rated round of anyone in the field. He was probably the presumptive winner going into this back 10. I was wondering, how did he slip out of there? And
Taking a 7 on the par 3 definitely would do it.
We just saw part of what that issue was right there. Safe little tap in on the windy raised basket. Well, guys, I think this might be it. Thanks for tuning in and checking out our first ever effort at commentary. And, I honestly, I kind of want to go check this course out, Terrence.
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool. If I'm ever in Philly, I'll definitely look it up.
Like Davidson said, thank you guys for tuning in. Balding commentary. Terrence Ivory, Davidson Steele.
And we're out.